Assalamualaikum and a very pleasant morning. I bid to Encik Romaino bin Rabu, Director of the Institute of Teacher Education, Technical Education Campus, Dr. Muhammad Nordin bin Abu Bakar, Deputy Director of the Teacher Education Institute, Technical Education Campus, Associate Professor Dr. Nur Saazai binti Mat Saad, and all viewers who are here today. Before we start the session, let us recite the Ibu Kitab Al-Fatihah. Alhamdulillah, we are indeed very lucky to have Associate Professor Dr. Nur Saazai with us today in this sharing session. Professor Dr. Nur Saazai will be talking about technical and pedagogy. Who comes first? Let me introduce to you our beloved speaker. Associate Professor Dr. Nur Saazai is attached to University of Science Islam Malaysia. She holds a doctoral degree in teaching of English as a second language, TESOL, from UKM, and she is currently a senior lecturer and deputy dean of academic and international at the Faculty of Major Language Studies, USIM. She has more than 24 years of experience in English language teaching in secondary and tertiary level. Among her areas of interest are internationalization of education, teacher education, second language acquisition, and qualitative research approach. The subjects that she usually teaches are technology and innovation in education, action research in education, English for academic purposes, and also data analysis for language and educational studies. Welcome to IPG channel, Doctor.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. Let me just brief the flow of today's session. First, we'll be listening to Dr. Saazai's presentation. Besides listening to the presentation, if the audience would like to raise any question, you may do so by writing in the chat box provided below the screen. Feel free to drop down your question and Dr. Saazai will attend to it, okay, in the midst of a session if the question is relevant at that point, or at the end of the session, in which we will have our Q&A session right after the presentation. We are all aware that the COVID-19 pandemic has hit us hard as numbers of people who are tested positive of COVID-19 are rising day by day. Schools and other higher learning institutions are strongly affected by the pandemic, besides the economic sectors. After almost a year and a half of doing lesson via online and using any technology at home, okay, the digital materials have become part and parcel of our life now. Today, Dr. Saazai will be sharing with us on a very interesting topic, technology and pedagogy. Who comes first? Please welcome Dr. Saazai.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Chairperson. My dear, Madam Azlina binti Yaakob, Head of Language, I would say, yeah, and at the IPGK Pendidikan Teknik, right? Okay, and Assalamualaikum. Okay, and a very fine morning to everyone. Yeah, okay. And thank you, Madam, for such kind words. Yeah, okay, to introduce me. Good day, I bid to respected Director of IPJK Pendidikan Teknik, Tuan Romaino bin Rabu. Okay, to the Deputy Director, Dr. Muhammad Nordin bin Abu Bakar, professors, associate professors, to my colleagues, lecturers and teachers, and also to dear students, okay, who are teachers to be. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, and a very, very pleasant and fine morning again. Okay, so before I begin, let me just calm myself down by reciting a dua. Okay. Okay, Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. Okay, I'd like to welcome you to this webinar, okay, which was very well introduced by Madam Azlina, okay, and hosted by IPG KPT and moderated by, of course, our dear Madam Azlina. Yeah, okay, so it's actually my pleasure to share with you a topic. Yeah, let me just share my screen. Would that be possible, Madam? Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on, yeah. Okay, hold on. Okay, as usual, we have to do this and do that before it appears on the screen. Hold on, okay. Okay, do you get to see my screen? I mean, I need to ask Madam Azlina, okay?
Yes,
Yes,
doctor,
Alhamdulillah.
perfectly.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you very much. Okay, hold on, yeah, let me just, okay, right, hold on. Okay, put it on slideshow. Okay. Hmm. Right. Okay. All right. So the title is Technology and Pedagogy. Who comes first? Oops. Okay, goes very fast to the next one. Okay, before that, you must be wondering who is this person talking about technology and pedagogy? Is this person the expert, the guru in the field? Okay, I have to tell you, I have to inform you that very much. I would like to be a guru or an expert in this field, but I'm not yet. Yeah, I'm a practitioner, I would say. All right, a little bit about myself. Yeah, to show you why am I actually talking about this is okay, hold on. Yeah, okay. Um, I graduated in 1996 from University Malaya with a bachelor degree in TESOL. Yeah. Okay. And then I started teaching in 1996 also. Um, my first posting was a rural school in Kuantan. That's my hometown. Yeah. And then to cut things short, I moved to University Islam Antara Malaysia, Antarabangsa Malaysia. Yeah, there is IIUM, and I was teaching again still English. Yeah, okay, and then all right, I move on to USIM. Okay, so this is where the story began actually. Yeah, okay, when I was in USIM, I was actually asked to teach a group of in-service teachers. So there are teachers, servicing teachers, but they didn't have any degree, so they actually came to the university to complete a degree. Yeah, so they did, but they are actually or I would say they are just about my age at that time. Yeah, and we noticed, or I noticed that we were the same, because like we were all digital immigrants. Yeah, like many of you now maybe okay are digital natives, but I am okay, and the students that I had at that time, the in-service teachers, they were also digital immigrants. So technology is not, or was not a part of ourselves then. Yeah, okay, and then uh, to get them to really click the mouse is also full of anxiety. Yeah, because they were very nervous about things. Right. So after teaching them for about a few semesters, yeah, a few batches, I got to teach pre-service teachers. So these pre-service teachers, they were digital natives compared to me. Okay, I'm digital immigrant. So digital natives are like you, okay, many of you, I would say, who are very comfortable with technology. Yeah, you slide almost everything. Okay, so and then of course I had to live up to the um, digital nativeness of theirs. Yeah, so because of that, I tried very hard to put in a lot of technology in my teaching. Okay, but although I managed to put in, but sometimes I ended up being very frustrated coming up from class. Yeah. Okay, so why? Why was that? Okay, the story will actually be continued later. Yeah. Okay, so that is the base of my story today. Yeah, which is um, like I use technology, okay, but why was I very frustrated after coming from class? Yeah, okay, so in short, I'm going to share with you my experience as a digital immigrant, yeah, in a fast moving ever-changing education landscape of our country. Yeah, and to top it all, like what Madam Azina mentioned earlier on, Miss Corona arrived. Yeah, and has made us depending on technology ever since. Yeah. Okay. So, okay, my sharing session today starts with, yeah, the session includes. Hold on. Yeah, it doesn't want to move. Okay. All right. Hold on. Sometimes our laptop, yes, slowly giving up on us. Hold on. Yeah. Let me just. Okay. Okay. Oops. It becomes big. Okay. All right, Alhamdulillah, here it comes. So sharing session today includes getting to know the characters, which I introduced to you just now myself, right? But getting to know the characters of pedagogy and Mr. Technology. And which part of pedagogy that I'm focusing on, okay, would be Ghanaia's 9 events of instructions. And what technology am I talking about is technology Web 2.0 tools, yeah? And what is the concept of our sharing session? And also, I will go through the events one by one. Okay, there are 9 events. And let's talk about things to ponder after this. And let's go back, yeah, to our question of who comes first and also completing my story. All right, moving on. Oops. Okay, now pedagogy, Mr. Pedagogy, okay, on the left, and Mr. Technology on the right. So these are our characters for today. Right, you don't have to go big on me, okay? Right. So pedagogy is very broad. Yeah. I would just like to put it in a very what should I say loosely that pedagogy. What I'm looking at is a method and practice of teaching. So I'm looking at teaching styles, teaching techniques, and teaching approaches, and teaching models even. Yeah. Okay. That would be technology. That would be Mr. Pedagogy. Now, technology would be technology, okay, in searching for the actual meaning, the crux of technology. This is what I found. Technology is one of the keywords of our world, especially today. Yeah. Yet it is one of the most confused. Yeah. And this is taken from Aga 2020. Yeah. He wrote this in his article. Right. So, like I said, my concentration today is not like everything about technology, but and everything about pedagogy. But I'm looking at for Mr. Pedagogy. Let me share with you Ghanaia's 9 events of instructions. Okay, all right. So from set induction until retention and transfer. Okay, this is more of like how do you have? I mean, what do you do in class? So this is might be your lesson plan. Yeah. Okay. So a little bit about these 9 events of instructions. Okay, it is actually a model by Robert Garnier. Okay, and he actually came up with this in 1960. 1992 with a group of his colleagues. Yeah. Okay. It is actually a linear process. So you can see from set induction to the end, the 9th instruction or the 9th event, which is retention and transfer. So one step after another. So that's the model. Yeah. Okay. Why did he come up with the model? Is to ensure effective learning, pembelajaran berkesan. Yeah, by the way, I'm going to actually combine, it's going to be a little bit bilingual. Yeah. Okay. So that we are all comfortable. Okay. And then this Ghanaia's 9 events of instruction has been used for many different kinds of subjects and areas. Okay. So let's get to know another or the other character. Yes, Mr. Technology. Now, if you look at okay, if you look at what we have here, okay, is a compilation. Now, if you look at it very carefully, you will say, I don't know this. I've never seen this before. Oh, that's new? Yes, because, okay, this is Web 2.0 tools. And mind you, okay, right, too many, okay, and there are 4 different functions. Yeah, there are so many of them, and they are from different functions. And most of you might be looking at it and say, hey, I don't see this. Hey, I don't see Twiddler. Hey, I don't see Jambot. Yeah. I mean, it's ever growing. Yeah. Ever presenting itself to us. So that's Mr. Technology.
Okay, so for technology, which is very broad, I am focusing on Web 2.2, Web 2.0 tools, yeah, 2.0 tools, yeah, or 2.0 tools. Now, just let me just show off a little bit about when I said there are different types, different functions. Yeah, so you can see that. Okay, you can have slides. Nowadays, we don't have to just use PowerPoint. We have others, and if you want to have online quizzes, you have, well, I've listed there some of them, of course. And if you want to have collaboration, or even if you want to have interaction, okay, face to face, we can have all those the others, MS Teams, Zooms, yeah, and all. And if you want to do video editing, which is very common nowadays, yeah, for even a child to actually handle this, you can have all the tools that's there. And okay, and okay, I'd like to show you the next part. Okay, but where is it not coming with? Yeah, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay. If I say it's too early in the morning, it's not too early in the morning. Yes, there goes my slide. Okay, here comes my slide. Okay, so actually, people have categorized, put together, yeah, Web 2.0 into many aspects. Yeah, like you can see here at the periodic table, yeah, of Web 2.0, and then you can have the, if you want social networks, you have it there, content sharing, okay, collaboration, and so on. And here you have the other types, other ways of looking at Web 2.0, and you have all kinds of categories. And I am not going into this each one, yeah. But okay, what I'm going to highlight on is, oh, there's another one there. Okay, is actually who comes first, Mr. Pedagogy versus Mr. Technology. So is it a race? Are we looking at the race? So that's why we have the question of who comes first. Well, depends, yeah. But is it a race? I'll answer that later. Is it a fight? Okay, is it a fight that that we have to actually put them side by side and see who actually comes first? Or is it about who is more important? Yeah, is it Mr. Technology or is it Mr. Pedagogy? Right? And actually, what we are looking at is who comes first in terms of preparing a lesson. Because like you and I, okay, whether you are experienced or you are the new ones, okay, we are all teachers, yeah, or some people like to call it learning designers, yeah, which I think quite apt. Or in this 21st century learning, we can call ourselves facilitators, yeah, and then there are thousands of names that we have attached, that the names are attached to us, yeah. So in terms of preparing a lesson, that's what the concentration is, and that's how the answer is going to be based on. And audience, okay, you are teachers to be for different subjects, yeah, from IPG. You have like a plethora of subjects, yeah, okay, so you are teachers to be for any subject. And then some of you are also existing lecturers and teachers who are my colleagues. So for teachers to be, this might be new or this might not be new, yeah, but take it and enjoy the session. For the existing teachers and lecturers, this may be a revision, okay, or it might not be new at all, and you might have a thing or two to say as well, yeah, because we have been we have been into this what do you call online teaching and learning for, I wouldn't say ages, but years, okay, and semesters. Okay, so with that in mind, okay, the concept of this sharing session today is there is an end product. Yeah, what I mean by end product is actually you can come up with a rough lesson plan, yeah, based on the 9 events of instructions that I'm going to share with you. Yeah, okay, and for me, what am I going to do? Yeah, is to take you, okay, to take you, the audience, through each of the events. Yeah. So what is the event? Why is the event important? And how does that event fit into the lesson? Yeah. Okay. And as for you, okay, the most important stakeholder now, okay, is to think of a lesson. Okay. Think of a lesson and reflect on your practice. or maybe you have not done any teaching practice yet, reflect on the plan that you plan to practice, yeah, and you can share, well, by actually jotting it down on a piece of paper, maybe, yeah, okay, so that at the end of it all, there is an end product from this session. That is a rough lesson plan, inshallah. Okay, so let's start the ball rolling. Okay, so the 9 events of instruction. These are the 9. Yeah, I'm going to go through one by one. The first thing is set induction. Okay, like to gain learners' attention, that is the function of a set induction. So we use the attention getter. So what else can we have in the, what do we have in the attention getter? So you can actually have okay, hold on. Why is my slide getting bigger and bigger? Okay. Show a short video clip of a real event. Okay. And then you can show a picture. You can show, well, the picture, you can show a slide. It can be an anecdote or a short story where you can use Plotagon. Plotagon is a Web 2.0 tool, yeah, which you can download on your phone, or you can dramatize and, you know, gesture, yeah, to actually start your class as a set induction. Or you can actually ask a thought-provoking question. Okay, make a provocative statement even. Hold on. Okay, and even you can actually use online, okay, to poll the audience. Means that you can use poll everywhere, or Mentimeter, where you can ask question and they can actually answer and everybody can see the answer. It's like sharing interaction online, yeah. Okay, so subhanallah, why is this slide getting bigger and bigger? Okay, anyway, I think it just wants to focus on certain things. But anyway, so actually set induction is where you present a powerful stimulus, and best if it can be a novelty, okay, something which is uncertain and a surprise, yeah, at the beginning of the lesson. Why? Because again, it goes back to the reason why we have set induction, which is to gain learners' attention, to hook them, to make them be like, wow, okay, this is what I'm going to do today, or that's interesting, or something like that. But mind you, okay, the set induction that you are going to show in the beginning of the lesson has to be related, okay, to the topic of the lesson. If you don't, okay, if it is not related, then it is going to be very difficult for you to bring the you know, to make the relationship untuk membuat perkaitan, okay, would not be very easy. So the set induction, the attention getter that you have chosen has to be very related to the topic, yeah. And technology wise, yeah, here comes Mr. Technology. Mr. Technology says that you can use short video clip, a slide, a Plotagon, okay, and if you want to ask a thought-provoking question, you can use the poll the audience, where you have poll everywhere, or a Mentimeter, yeah. So there are many ways of you using the technology. Okay, so moving on, the second one. Okay, the second step, or the second event, okay, as used by the founder of this model, is to inform the learners of the objectives. Okay, well, sometimes we think that learners do not have to know, but okay, the learners should know. Yeah, they need to know, because they need to know what do they get, or what do they achieve at the end of the lesson. Some students might not really care, but some really care, because they can sort of like get their mind ready. Yeah, okay, they know what to expect. Okay, and this allows them to have the right mindset, because when you have the right mindset, okay, you are more than willing to do the activities. Yeah, you are more than willing to participate in the discussion, maybe. Yeah, so because of that, you need to inform them of the objectives. So how do we do that? Or before, how do we do that? What are the objectives? Yeah, so usually you describe the required performance, yeah, or specific about, you be specific about the skill, and best if it is measurable, yeah. So because if it is measurable, the students will be able to see, will be able to judge themselves whether they are actually coming near to the objectives, or they are far away, far behind, yeah. But somehow, okay, we teachers need to make the objectives sound manageable, yeah, okay, and not out of this world outcomes, yeah, because like if not, our students will be sort of like they'll be dead before they even start. Okay, so because objectives are important to so that the students can set the right mindset. Okay, now how do we do that? Okay, actually we using Mr. Technology again. Okay, we can actually paste the objectives that we have actually discussed with them or set for them. Okay, and paste it on post-it note on Padlet where you can refer to it anytime. Or okay, if when you are using when you are teaching online, you can actually have OneNote where you can dock it at the side of your laptop, okay, and remind them these are the objectives that we should try to achieve at the end of the class today. And then you can also use Twiddler and Jamboard, which are actually the like a whiteboard, okay, where people can annotate, people can talk, write whatever they want, if you give them permission, of course. Yeah, okay, as a teacher you are able to control that, whether you are giving them permission to write down anything or you just control it yourself. So okay, you can see here that we move to the second one, and with the second event also we can use Mr. Technology, okay, which is what I've listed down here, and of course there are many more. Yeah, okay, Madam Azrina, am I doing okay?
Alhamdulillah, doctor.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. My slides, are they like coming bigger and smaller or something
No,
like that?
it's not. No.
Oh, but it is
It's
on my
perfect.
screen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very
Just now
naughty
it
on my
was.
screen.
Just now
Oh,
it was
just now.
like, you've been altering it. Now it was
And, okay.
now it's like this
Well,
now.
thank you. Okay. Well, for the record, I did not alter anything. Okay. Just the slides actually did it on its own. Okay. So hopefully
Yeah,
it'll be less
maybe.
naughty. Okay. Moving on to the third one. Okay. Is to recall prior learning. Okay. Why? Why do we have to recall prior learning? Why do we have to remember what they learned earlier on? I mean, not us, but they need to remember what they learned earlier on. It's because new knowledge builds better upon old knowledge. So if you have, it's like connecting the dots from old knowledge, okay, which is actually can be from the long-term memory to the new one. So if that happens, I mean the dots are connected, then the students hopefully will be able to retain the information, will be able to understand the skill much longer. Yeah, okay, because when you are able to actually build this new knowledge upon the old knowledge, okay, it will be very logical, so they can see that, oh, that's why I learned that then, now today I'm learning this. Yeah, ada kesinambungannya. Yeah, they need to see the connection. All right, so the content, okay. Oh, hold on. Okay, my slide, wait, hold on, yeah. Is sort of like restarting. Okay. Madam Azina, am I still okay?
Yes, you are, doctor.
Okay, is it restarting? Because it is on my screen.
No,
Oh,
the PowerPoint is there, but it's not.
okay.
You don't show
Moving,
the.
of course.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Yes,
Okay, wait,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, better now.
Okay, better now. Okay, hold on. I need to go back to.
Full screen.
Okay, wait. Okay. Okay. All right. Hold on. Okay. You see, it's funny. We're talking about technology, and there's sometimes technology gives up on us.
Yes.
Okay, right. But here we are again. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, right. Okay. Recalling prior learning, yeah. Okay, so why? Okay, now. Okay, new knowledge builds upon old knowledge. It is like mapping new information onto old information. So when that happens, students can see the logic of it. Yeah. So when they can see the logic, the content and the skill can be understood and acquired, hopefully, yeah, much easily, and can be retained longer. And how do we do that? Okay, they are. Hold on. Okay. How? Okay, we can have a short pop quiz, yeah, for them to recall what they've learned earlier on, okay, by Mr. Technology introduces you to Kahoot, World Wall, okay, quizzes, Socrative, yeah, okay, and also maybe what we can do is write a word or two about what they remember regarding their old knowledge, yeah, or what they learned in the previous lessons on Padlet, or annotate, yeah, on Twiddler and Jamboard. Okay, so this is where you get the students to really write on the screen together with you on Twiddler and Jamboard. But of course, you have to give them permission. If not, then they can't do that. Yeah. So recalling prior learning is well, important, yeah, okay, because like if you don't or if they don't, then they see this as a new knowledge, and they are not able to map, they are not able to match with what they've learned before. Okay, because we want the students to be able to see that learning is a continuous process. Content that we share with them, skills that they are given, they are all continuously done, not like different times, different things, and it's for them to put them together might be a bit difficult. So it is our job as teachers or learning designers to design learning as such that they are able to see, yeah, that the new knowledge is built upon new old knowledge, and they can retain the information much longer. Okay, event 4. Right. Well, of course, after we've done the a set induction, okay, we've told them that these are the objectives that you are going to share and you are going to achieve at the end of the class. And okay, we give them a little bit of recalling. Oh, what did you learn yesterday and stuff like that. Now, it is the time for us to present our learning content. Basically, in other words, teach. Okay, but of course, okay, we are not we are teachers, yes, but we are now, we've come with different names: facilitators, learning designers, yeah, okay, so we don't limit.
Activators, Doctor.
Yeah, good, cool, thank you
Activators.
very much. Okay, yes, Madam Azlina, yes, you activate them. Okay, so you
Yes.
become activators, yeah.
Mm.
And therefore we don't limit to just lectures, yeah, okay, there are many other ways, and please do consider the different learning styles that our students have, yeah. Okay, so um just another point. Okay, we just try to make it done in smaller chunks. You don't just give them one big lump of information and make them digest. No. Okay, as activators, okay, as well as learning designers, we design, okay, the content as such that the students can learn from smaller chunks, and from easy to more complex, so that they are more ready at each step to get the what should I say, a more complex information. Yeah. Okay, so in other words, we have to plan very well. So where does Mr. Technology come in here? Okay, for normal lectures, you can have normal lectures. Okay, synchronous. Okay, you can have MS Teams, Zoom, GM. Yeah, that's happening a lot nowadays. Okay, or if it's asynchronous, yeah, okay, you can have the slides where you can share on Nearpod. Okay, or you can have voice lectures too, for asynchronous with avatar. All right, where you can use Protagon, Animatron, yeah, or a few others. Okay, and you may also record your lecture or notes with slides, where nowadays with the new PowerPoint version, you can actually record yourself using just our normal everyday PowerPoint, and of course Powtoon and so on and so forth. Now you have that down there: Heutagogy, Pedagogy, and Cybergogy. All this, okay, they are the buzzwords when we talk about online learning. Okay, so Heutagogy is actually making us, or making the students, right, us students, okay, making the students be self-directed. Yeah, be self-directed in learning. They know where they want to go, what they want to do. So that would be Heutagogy. Pedagogy, okay, pedagogy would be to make them co-learn together with their friends. Yeah, they are not just learning IUUI. Okay, they are also learning with their friends, not just teacher student, but teacher student student student. Yeah, so that will definitely make them more engaged in their learning. And using online, using the internet of things which we have, that would be cybergogy. Yeah, meaning you are putting them into the internet world. Okay, make them get lost in the world of internet using cybergogy. Yeah, so these are the buzzwords of online learning, and Mr. Technology is there everywhere, of course. Okay, right. So that's teaching. Okay, in many ways that you want, in many ways that you are comfortable, but of course, let me just remind you, remember their learning styles, their preferences, and also their levels, so that when you actually teach or when you actually share the content, pitch at the level where they are comfortable. Or if we go back to our guru, okay, Stephen Krashen, he would say I plus one, meaning what they know, we must try to actually make it a little bit higher so that they can achieve and they can move forward rather than just go around in the circle. All right, so that's number 4 or step 4. Okay, moving to the next one. Okay, we also, the teachers, yeah, and the model itself actually proposes that we provide guidance for learning. Okay, in other words, we should be teaching our students how to learn, yeah, using all kinds of learning strategies. Borrowing the idea from, I think it's a Chinese proverb, yeah, teach your students, or teach a man, no, give a man a fish, okay, and he will eat for a day. But if you teach a man to fish, then he will eat for the rest of his life. So that's what we are trying to do, we as the teachers, okay, activators, okay, and also learning designers. We should try to help our students to learn, yeah, by instilling in them the learning, the possible learning strategies which are very suitable for for them, yeah, because like everybody has a different learning strategies, but we as teachers need to actually show them that we have this and we have that, yeah. And it's best if we can make learning experience as simple and straightforward as possible. But okay, simple and straightforward can be very mundane, yeah, very boring, membosankan. So what we can do is a little bit more fun, yeah. Okay, now how do we do that? Okay, so of course here, okay, it is suggested that you provide step-by-step instruction, yeah. Okay, so that your students, the learners, know, okay, what they are doing, what they want to do, and so on and so forth. And okay, important part here is scaffolding. Okay, if you have read or you have heard about Vygotsky, you would have heard scaffolding. And what does it mean, scaffolding? Okay, so scaffolding here is like if you're teaching writing, for example, yeah. Okay, first activity, maybe you're going to give them, say, for example, you might just want to give them rearranging sentences. Okay, you rearrange sentences in a paragraph. Okay, and then second activity would be to fill in the blanks, okay, so that they can make a paragraph. All right, so lesser words given, and then you only give the words for them to construct the sentences and put into a paragraph. Okay, and lastly, okay, you just give them the topic or maybe a picture for them to write on, yeah. So that is scaffolding, where you actually slowly, okay, take away the help, yeah, okay, slowly make them feel more confident about their own in this case, writing. So that's how you can actually build confidence in the students, so that they are not just confident now. Hopefully, with that confidence that we have actually sort of like instilled in them, they'll be able to be confident for a lot of things in their learning process. Yeah. Okay, and that is scaffolding. Yeah. Okay, and then the next point is to help the students with learning strategies like mind map. Okay, so for mind map, Mr. Technology comes in and say, oh, you can use e-mind map and MindMaster. Okay, right, and then you can also provide analogies, metaphors, case studies, examples of yes and a no. I mean, things that you can do, things you cannot do, so that the students are, guided in their learning. They are not left alone to just absorb whatever that you throw to them. Okay, so that's step 5 or event number 5. Okay, moving on to the next event. Hold on. Okay, it's event number 6. Okay, what is the event? Is to elicit performance. Okay, this is where you apply, okay, not you, the students, okay, to apply what they have learned. Okay, allow time for them to practice, to reinforce new skills and confirm correct understanding. Because sometimes we have like 30 students, or even if we have 5 students for that matter, okay, um, each one might get different things from what we are teaching. Okay, so this is the time, yeah, this is the step, this is the event where we confirm that they have the right understanding, so that when they move on with the right understanding and not a fossilized different wrong things. Yeah, so it is very important to repeat and recall information after learning. Okay, because this is to strengthen the understanding and store, hopefully, okay, in the long memory. Okay, long-term memory. Okay, so how? There comes Mr. Technology again. Quizzes. Okay, you can have Kahoot and quizzes. Okay, or it can be formative testing, where you don't actually give marks, but you just test a little bit to see whether have they understood the contents that you have actually imparted to them. Yeah, and then you can also have them do group discussions and collaborations, and sort of like show through role play that they have understood the content or they have understood the skill. That can be done through Plotagon, which is actually a video, with avatar. You can record yourself, you can record the avatar being yourself, okay, or you can actually do on comics, yeah, make believe comics, and also storyboard.that, okay, and on Pixton. Yeah, okay, so this is where you elicit performance to see whether have they actually understood correctly. Okay, so this is one part of it. Okay, now moving on to the feedback. Okay, now that you've seen whether they have understood or not, okay, it's best if you can give feedback, and best if it is personalized. Of course, if you have 30 students, a bit difficult to personalize, but you can actually categorize, yeah, the feedback. Okay, for people who did this, okay, you have this. Okay, for example, you can correct it this way, and so on and so forth. And best, again, best, yeah, okay, if it is timely. Immediate is the best. Okay, yeah, because like if it's too late, or like if it's tomorrow, or even if it's next week, the students might have forgotten. Well, would have forgotten it as well. Okay, so try to do it fast, but this is very idealistic. Yeah, in our normal practitioner days, okay, when you practice it, it's a bit difficult to do it on the spot, but it is not impossible. Actually, you can, for certain things, not for every single thing. Yeah, okay. And why do we have to actually give them feedback? All right, so that they learn. They learn from the mistakes, and learning from mistakes, learning from experience, is one of the best teachers. Okay, because like you can be babbling, don't do this, it's not right, and so on and so forth. But if the students see that they have done it wrongly, then they actually learn that this is not the way it is because of this and this and this. Then maybe, hopefully, okay, they'll remember, or they help their friend to see, hey, this is wrong, so you may ask your friend to actually, not your friend, the students, the other student, to actually say, so what's wrong? So the other students need to explain. So when that person, or when the student explains, inshallah they'll remember, or she or he remembers it better. Now, for us, in giving feedback, of course, we have to be very positive and objective. Okay, praise first, then inform what is not right. Yeah, okay, if you inform what is not right and then you want to praise, that might be a little bit difficult, because like they have actually, or they only remember what you have actually complained. Yeah, not the praise that you have given to them in the first place. Okay, and they need to know what to improve on, not just say, oh, please make it right. Okay, what part, how? Okay, so in other words, you can also control, yeah, or sorry, you can focus on areas that students can control. Yeah, students, areas where, for example, you know that they have learned this, and they should be able to correct this because they learned this before. Yeah, so for example, like as simple as a sample from a subject verb agreement, for example, she go. Okay, you just underline. Okay, something is not right here, dear. Okay, and then What do you think? You ask the students. Okay, that's where the students can control. If the student is not able to see still, then remind. Something to do with subject verb agreement. Okay, maybe still not there. Okay, then you might want to give other examples so that the students themselves will see. Oh, so she, because it's singular, so you must use goes and stuff like that. Once the student gets that, okay, then they'll just, move forward. Yeah. Okay, they'll not stay there. They'll be so excited about learning that they know that when they make mistakes, they can actually change. Okay, they can actually learn from it and not to repeat the same mistake. Yeah. Okay, now how it can be self or peer evaluation. Okay, friends can help. Okay, or you can actually well, when you have time, okay, you can, or you can actually do it, take one example and show, okay, that there's something wrong here, not right. Okay, and then each student look at your work and see what is wrong, how can you repair it, how can you amend this. All right, so that's remedial feedback. And Mr. Technology says, okay, you can use screencast-o-matic, meaning you record yourself showing that, okay, this is wrong, okay, underline, you have to make sure that the subject-verb agreement is correct, and so on and so forth. Or you can do it synchronously. Okay, hold on. Okay, my slide has gone back on me. Okay, wait, hold on. Where are we? Okay, feedback. Okay. We can use Google Docs where synchronously we can actually show them what is not right. Yeah, using Google Docs, because you can actually highlight and the students can actually amend at the same time. Okay, and of course you can use Google Form for rubrics and so on and so forth. So Mr. Technology has a lot of things to say there. Okay, so that's number 7. Moving on to number 8. Okay, this is where you assess the performance. Earlier on, you just actually elicit the performance. You see whether they have got the right understanding. Okay, so now you assess their performance. Yeah, okay, this you have to refer to the expected learning outcomes, which you have listed. You should have listed here, okay, somewhere, so that they are able to see, they are able to be reminded all the time that these are the outcomes, these are the objectives that should be achieved. Yeah, okay, if it is, or if the outcomes or the objectives are achieved, alhamdulillah, that's very good. If not, what do we do? Okay, all right, before answering that, let's move on first. To check their understanding, okay, this is where we actually assess the performance as well. What have they understood? Okay, and then do you have to repeat any part of it? Yeah, when we say that students do not understand, which part is it they do not understand? Okay, so this is where you actually go back to the question of what do we do. Okay, do you repeat, or you just let them go, okay, and hoping that the next class or the next lesson will actually help them to understand? Well, okay, we'll talk about this in points to ponder. Yeah, okay, what do we do to assess the performance? Here comes Mr. Technology again. Pop quizzes is very common. Yeah, okay, doing pop quizzes is very common. You have Kahoot with this very upbeat music, so students love that. Quizzes, word wall, okay, very nice. Yeah, okay, and Socrative also is very structured. Yeah, okay. Now you can also, instead of just doing pop quiz, yeah, which is very commonly done, you can also make them use a variety of assessment methods. I mean, you use a variety of assessment methods and provide them with multiple opportunities to demonstrate their proficiency or their understanding. So you can ask them to actually record themselves, okay, using Powtoon. Powtoon is slides plus a recording, yeah, with text, and then PowerPoint video. That's the one I mentioned earlier on, and using a video where you have cut, yeah, or Flipgrid, that's online, and Loom, which you can record yourself, or the students can record themselves, answering, showing that to show that how much have they understood, and this is where you have to see whether what you have done from number 1 until number 7, from event 1 until number 7, what is the product? Okay, what is the end product of it? Yeah, do they understand? Okay, or the other way around? So we are going to go into points of ponder later regarding this. All right, moving on to the last one. Okay, hold on. Moving on to the last one. Okay. Where is my last one? Yes. Okay. Is to enhance retention. Yeah. You can be happy at number 8 just now because like, wow, they've done it. They could remember at that time. But of course, the job of a learning designer, okay, and activators need to actually enhance retention. Okay, it is for learners to be able to apply their knowledge in to real world situations, because like learning just in class and not applying it to the real world situations might make learning seen to be disengaged or disintegrated or not even linked to the real world. Yeah, so people see that learning is just reading and understanding and answering questions, but how do they apply that knowledge in the real world situations? Okay, and this is also where, okay, the teachers, the learning designers, okay, associate content with prior and future concepts maybe. Okay, and they should learn to convert information, okay, from one format to the other. Okay, if they've learned it from lecture, maybe they want to actually put it into writing or put it into mind map. And best if you let the students summarize the content, not you. Okay, because from there again, they should be able to recap. They should be able to actually highlight the points, the main content, the main skill that you have actually taught them, or the 8 events have actually taught them. Yeah. Okay, so Mr. Technology says, okay, if you're talking about converting information learned from one format to another, it can be done using mind maps, yeah, so, or outlines. Again, MindMeister e-mind map can be used. All right, or we can actually also use Google Docs, where you can actually open and everybody can put in things that they have actually understood from the lesson. Yeah, that's also possible. And okay, to actually apply their knowledge to real world situations, this is where we let them generate examples, yeah, where they put in real life examples like in blogs or even sharing on Padlets. Yeah, the skills, they apply the skills in real world, so they actually talk about it in blogs, or nowadays we have the vlogs or the vlogs. Yeah, okay, that's possible. And you can also share it on Padlets. You can also share in any ways. Yeah, so Mr. Technology is very happy here because like a lot of things he's involved in. Yeah, okay, so those are the 9, yeah, from set induction, okay, till what we have at the end here, enhance, retention, and transfer. Okay, now on slides. Okay, things to ponder. Okay, but before that, again, set induction is the first event. You have setting of the objectives as the second event. Yeah, and then from there we actually find out, yeah, their what do you call, prior learning, so that they can map the new knowledge onto the old knowledge. However little they remember is okay. It's for us to actually highlight things. Okay, and then the learning content. This is where we actually sort of like preach, okay, or design, or help them to design their own learning so that they are the master of their own learning. Okay, and don't forget, they are still our students. Do give them guidance, and that can be done in event 5, where we help them to learn how to learn, so that what they know, what they achieve, what they acquire for the day, okay, they should be able to they should retain, yeah, because they remember, hopefully. Okay, and then we don't stop there. Okay, we go to number 6, event number 6, where we elicit performance. This is where we want to know whether they have understood or not. Okay, or or better, in a proper way, we can say whether they have understood correctly. Okay, whatever that we actually imparted to them, or whatever they gained from the learning experience. All right, and then we have feedback. Yeah, we have feedback. Okay, where it's best to give immediate feedback, but if cannot, it's okay. We can have Mr. Mr. Technology to bring in screencast-o-matic or any voice note even, okay, to just show them what is wrong, maybe not immediately, but for them to recall maybe what did they do wrong. So that can be done via Mr. Technology. Okay, and then this is where you assess the performance. Okay, to see do they really or have they really actually achieved the objectives that you set for them. Okay, and lastly, okay, we help them to retain, yeah, okay, the whatever they've learned, yeah, and also best if we can help them to transfer so that they see learning as um you know blended beautifully into the life, into our lives, yeah. If not, then they see as something separate. When things are separated, then they don't see how things can work together. Okay, so point number one that I like. Okay, hold on. Okay, my PowerPoint is starting again. Madam Azlina, how is it on the screen?
Yes, it is starting again.
Okay, wait. Let's welcome Mr. Technology again. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, you need to
Wow.
remind the
Okay.
audience of the title.
Yes. Of the title. Okay, hold on. Yep. Okay. I think somehow my laptop okay has sort of like said that like too much today. Okay. Yep. Because usually I talk to only like a group of 60 students. Now I'm talking to,
Mhm,
mashallah, I don't know how many people. Okay, and
mhm,
I don't know how many people are listening to me later. Okay, all right,
mhm.
so hopefully I'm benefiting everyone.
Inshallah,
Okay,
inshallah.
hopefully, inshallah. Okay, points to ponder. Number one. Okay, from step one or from event one till event nine, okay, I think we can see that there is a use of technology, yeah, and Web 2.0 along the nine steps, yeah. Um, it's like not any step has been actually left out without technology. Technology is everywhere, okay. And then second thing to ponder upon would be, okay, you can see that I think I've shown to you that one web can be used in any steps. Okay, it doesn't have to be like, okay, for this step you only use this. For the other step you use only this. No. Okay, because what's important is not the name of the web 2.0 tool, it is actually the function of the tool. What does it do? Therefore, you can actually use it any time or at any steps, and subhanallah, it is restarting. Okay, but anyway, things to ponder would be that. Okay, and another thing is, okay, actually, if you ask my students, has it ever happened in class? Like starting and restarting, they would
Mm,
say no,
mm.
because like it has
Oh,
never happened before. Yep.
mm.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. But is it on the screen now?
Yes, it is.
Okay, but it's not the right place, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Let me move on to.
We have feedback here. Things for
Okay.
yes, this is this
Yep.
one.
Okay. I think I should not. Okay. I don't want to go into a slideshow. Maybe that's the reason. No? Okay. Well, let's try anyway. Okay. Okay. Doesn't want to go. Oh, there. It comes. Okay. So it shows that I'm such a digital immigrant, maybe. Okay. All right. But mind you, I've moved on to become still digital immigrant, but not very near to digital natives. I still,
Near native.
near native. Yes, I
Yes.
like that. Okay, near native. Okay, thank you for pointing it out. Okay, so again, number two, yeah. One Web 2.0 tool, okay, can be used in any steps at any event for that matter. Yeah, okay. It is the highlight is the instructions from the teacher. Okay, what do as the teacher would like the students to do? So that's important. Okay, so what tool you use is up to you. Okay, but the instruction matters because it will actually help the students to move from one event to another event. Okay, for them to see that their knowledge is growing, their skill is becoming clearer and sharpened. Yeah, okay, so that is what Web 2.2 2.0 can do. 2.2, where does that come from? Okay, anyway, now This is where it goes back to the question I raised earlier. Okay, following the nature of the model, which is actually a linear process. Yeah, this model is actually a linear process. Okay, but well, I can ask you, but well, let me ask you, Madam Chairperson, then. Okay, because it's just the two of us talking here. Okay, uh, can, can we take a step behind actually? For example, if we have reached number 8, yeah, if we have reached number 8. Okay, hold on. Let me just try to use this, see whether it works. Yep. Okay, we have reached number 8, assess performance. Is it
Okay.
possible for us to go back?
You mean to revert to?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, to take. Yeah, sure. Yep.
Mm.
Okay. So the model, although the model actually states very clearly that it
Yeah.
is a linear process, still, okay, as the learner, as the learning designers, okay, or basically as a teacher, you are able to actually move a step behind. Okay,
Mm.
so this is where after you have assessed the performance, you see that they are lacking in certain areas. You actually you should be able to move behind. You should be able to
Mm.
be flexible enough to go back. Okay, but how far behind do you go? We have. Okay, wait. My slide. Okay, we have. Do we go back to setting the objectives again, where we actually change the objectives? No. Okay. We should try to just go back maybe to the learning content. Okay.
Mm.
If everyone in class, okay, somehow that day cannot understand what you have been, talking about, then you have to go back to the learning content. Or if you notice, it is not the content that they don't grasp, but it is they don't have the skill to actually apply it elsewhere. Then maybe you should go to the guidance where step 5 or event 5, where you provide them with the right strategy for them to memorize, maybe. Okay, that's possible. All right. Or, okay, you can always go back to just feedback. Okay, and say, okay, remember the mistake you made here. Okay, and then you actually work from there. So although the model, okay, this teaching model, yeah, this 9 events of instruction actually sort of like um stated very clearly that it is a linear process, still, okay, we can go back and forth. Why? Because, well, it is a learning process. Yeah. Okay. Like it or not, we actually move here and there, and of course, we can help our students by providing them with. Here comes Mr. Technology again. Okay, providing them with sort of like links for them to learn other things, or to actually make them understand things better in maybe YouTube. Yeah, so that they have got one from you, another one from YouTube. So hopefully that can actually help to strengthen their understanding. Okay, and make sure that they are able to follow the lesson and achieve the objectives of the day. Okay. Okay, hold on. Right. So okay. Last question. Actually, do we have to use tools in every event? What do you think, Madam Chairperson? Do we have to use the tools in every event? Set induction, you must use this. Objectives, you must use this. Is it a must, in your opinion?
I would say that if it helps, why not? You see, it's again open to for you and the learner. If you think that it will help the learner in their understanding of some sort, yeah, why not? But if
Possible.
you think, but again, tools can be in many forms, right? It can be handouts, it can be not just technology.
Yep.
Yeah, uh, I feel it that
So,
way. Mm.
true. So Mr. Technology doesn't have to appear in every event.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
He can stay quiet in one or two events. No problem.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
Now, in looking at these things to ponder, I like to bring you back to the story which I left hanging. Okay, in the beginning of the session. Yeah. Okay. Why was I feeling very frustrated after the classes which I had with my pre-service teachers? Because remember, they are digital natives. I am digital near native. Yeah. Okay. Digital immigrants. Yeah. Okay. So actually, because at that time, okay, I was really trying very hard to use some kind of a tool. Yeah. And I would use the technological tool. Yeah. Okay. Or web 2.0. At that time, it was not yet called 2.0, but some kind of application. Yeah. But I remember perfectly, not perfectly, I remember that day. Okay. I actually asked them to, because everybody has, or at that time everybody had a phone, yeah, okay, smartphone. So let's make use of the smartphone. So what I did was I actually gave them a topic and for them to actually search online, okay, search online on the topic. So what happened was they went everywhere. I wanted to actually sort of like use pedagogy, pedagogy and cybergogy, okay. So but at that time they went everywhere, yeah, they searched in every whatever they could find, they actually shared with the class. So at the end of it all, they enjoyed it because they thought they could see so many things. But for me, I couldn't achieve my objectives. So that left me very frustrated. So okay, what I actually, when I reflected, yeah, okay, what I thought would be, next time, okay, there'll be a lesson for me, yeah, okay. Next time, if I wanted them to find some information, okay, they would definitely end up with so much information that is, become unbearable and difficult to contain. So what I could do is to actually give them the links that I wanted them to look into. Maybe not just one link, of course, 3 or 4 links, and they only look into this, and they can build their understanding based on this. Because as you know, the internet can serve you, can provide you everything under the sun, yeah. So you need to actually control. Yeah, you need to actually control. I know it sounds like very teacher like, yeah, but then if you let them go too far, then you will lose them. Okay, you will not achieve the objective, and you will lose them. So we don't want that to happen. Okay, so so that they do not get lost. Okay, you give them some guidance, yeah, and that would be at that time it was like in forms of a few links, so that this group search for this link, this group look at this link, and then together they share the information. That was safer, and alhamdulillah, at that time I managed to get my objectives fulfilled, yeah. Okay, so um let's go back to this question then. Okay, wait, hold on. What are the questions? But again,
Dr. Sazai?
yes. I'm all ears.
Yeah, I like the fact that you mentioned about reflection just now. We
Uh-huh.
as teachers, I feel that it's very important for us to reflect back upon our, teaching lessons, whatever we have done in
Our
class.
practice.
Yeah, practice,
Right.
and to again, I feel that somehow we need to learn day by day, on how our lessons are, whether the students have already understood what we have taught. Okay, and that skill is actually, I feel that every teachers to be should have, and
True.
practice.
That's very
Okay.
true. That's why they call like the old teachers are, gold because like
Mm,
somehow they have gone through each day
mm,
painfully, okay, right, or beautifully. So that's where they learn. Yeah.
mm,
So I just shared with you a little bit of what I learned. Yeah, of of
mm,
of trying to balance, trying to make sure that I don't really like technology is good, yes, but okay, that goes to answer my question. Okay,
mm.
now who
Okay.
comes first? Okay, who comes first? Right, is in terms of preparing a lesson, of course. That's my story here. Okay, so is it a race? It is not a race, because like at the end of the day, we want the students to be able to achieve the objectives that we have set. Yeah, so it is not a race. It is not about the Mr. Pedagogy wins or Mr. Technology wins. Okay, it's actually the students, the main stakeholder, our clients. These are the important people. Yeah, so it is not a race. It is making the students, achieve what we have set for them. So not a race. Yeah. Okay. But still, who comes first has not been answered. Okay. Is it a fight? Definitely, it's not a fight. Yeah. You can see throughout the events that I've shared with you, it is not a fight. Yeah. Okay. It is not like, oh, I have. Mr. Technology says, oh, I actually, like you mentioned me many times. I seldom mention Mr. Pedagogy actually, but notice or not that the 9 events, okay, they are all based on a model, okay, which is actually a teaching model, yeah, which is or links to pedagogy. Okay, so if you notice the presentation just now, okay, from step 1, from event 1 to event 9, I did not say from Twiddler to Jamboard to CapCut to, it is actually uh, putting pedagogy in front. Okay, so actually it is about who is more important here. Okay, now you may have your own ideas, but since this is my session, okay, all right, I would like to actually highlight that I would say, if I were to, well, I am answering the question, who comes first? Ya, siapa yang dulu sebenarnya? It would be to prioritize our dear Mr. Pedagogy, because at the end of the day, it is the students that we want them to get the benefit of it. Yeah. Okay. Tools or the Web 2.0 tools that we use, they are tools, as the name says. Yeah, they are tools. Okay, so therefore they are not to be, I wouldn't say prioritized, but they're not to be. We don't put them as the center, and we actually create our lesson around it. It should be the other way around. We should have the pedagogy, okay, and we use the tool to help achieve the objective. Okay, that's how for me it should work. Yeah, you may have your own thoughts. You may share in the comment section. No problem. Okay, so actually, just a little bit of something from an old teacher to the teachers to be. Okay, or from a colleague to another. Okay, so in preparing our lessons, okay, there are many aspects to actually look at. Yeah, students' aspiration according to our MEB, Malaysia Education Blueprint. Yeah. Okay, 2013-2025 for preschool to post-secondary, okay, or MEB 2015-2025 for higher learning institutions. That would be many of the students in IPG. Yeah, okay, so that also we have to look at. But as teachers later, if you go to school, yeah, you will be looking at MEB 2013-2025. Okay, even, well, we don't know yet when you reach to the 2025 what will happen. But for now, okay, there are what should I say, very clear direction of students' aspiration in the MEB 2013 to 2025. Yeah. Okay, and you also have to actually consider the learning styles of the students. Not that you are going to cater to everyone, no, but you should be able to instill, pupuk in them, okay, the many different learning styles that we have. Yeah. Why? So that they are comfortable in learning, no matter the teacher from Moon or from Venus or from Mars that come. Okay, the students can still learn because they have mastered, or they are able to what should I say, blend in with whatever styles that the teachers bring. Okay, and also the famous JERI, okay, that's from our falsafah pendidikan kebangsaan. Yeah, okay, that the students that we actually help to sort of like develop should be harmonically developed, yeah, okay, or balancedly done through their physical, emotion, spiritual, and intellect aspects. Yeah, okay, we don't just make them clever, but they need to have spiritual too. Yeah, so that they are balanced. Yeah, so and don't forget, when we talk about intellect or cognitive, we also look at Bloom's taxonomy, because like we cannot be asking questions too high at first. Okay, we should be doing it, remember, smaller chunks from simple to complex. Okay, but sometimes you might want to actually provoke them by asking very complicated or very high rank question, or we call it HOTS question. That's fine. Okay, but to teach them is to take them from what do you call, easy to complex. So how do we plan actually? How do we incorporate technology? Because like it or not, technology is here to stay. And with Miss Corona coming, okay, or is still here to, Alhamdulillah, stay. Okay, we don't want Corona to stay, but so far is here. Okay, we hope for it to actually, okay, anyway. So how to incorporate technology? We have to think about it. Okay, and again, do you have to cooperate all the way? Yeah, do you have to actually put everything, every time you do, you must have technology in? Well, like Madam Azina shared just now, you may have tool, yeah, a tool or tools, yeah, which can be technological based, or it can be just our what we call as realia or mawjud. Okay, that's fine. All right, but again, Okay, we are online, so even our Mawjud handout would be online. Okay, would be on a Word document or PDF for that matter. Okay, so the question is, can you, should you, and what to consider? So these are some of the considerations that you should put into, yeah, when you actually plan your lesson. All right, and moving on a bit more. Okay, wait. Okay, right. I'd just like to share with you. Okay, maybe many of you have seen this. Okay, because it's been there in the online for quite some time. Okay, it is a pedagogy wheel. Okay, by Alan Carrington. Yeah. Okay. If you can see here, focus in the middle first. Yeah, you can see that beginning from the one in green. Remember, understand. Okay, moving on to apply, analyze, evaluate, and create. Okay, so you have these very important taxonomy. Okay, where you base your learning outcomes on usually. Yeah. Okay, so that should actually be prioritized, and then okay, you can look at your action words. Okay, that one is, it comes together with the what do you call, objectives, the activities, and with the activities comes um the web 2.0. Okay, which you can use. Yeah, it's not the other way around. Okay, this is just to prove my point. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Pedagogy should be prioritized. Yeah, and Mr. Technology should help Mr. Pedagogy to achieve the end product, or the to fulfill the objectives. Yeah. Okay, so this pedagogy wheel is not new. Yeah, it's an old one. So you may have new activities, you may have new tools. Okay, but this is where you can begin. Means you have the learning outcomes first, and from there you choose the right tool, okay, to help you to achieve, okay, the learning outcome. Right? Okay, so just, you know, something to share. Okay. We don't be ruled by the tools. Instead, as the teacher, we should rule by using the right tools. Yeah. Okay, and thank you. Okay. Pedagogy rules. And some people might just say no to that, but it's okay. Yep, it's open to discussion. Okay, Madam Azlina, I'm done. Okay, thank you very much, everyone, for listening. Okay, hopefully, like I said, the newbies or the teachers to be, inshallah, hopefully you've learned a thing or two. And for the teachers who are now practicing, hopefully this session has given you, or has, given you some kind of a refreshing idea. Okay, or if it's old, then just add new things there. Okay. All right, Madam Azina, back to you. Thank you. Let me
Okay,
just
thank you
unshare.
very
Okay.
much. Thank you very much, Dr. Zazai.
No
Yes,
worries.
pedagogy rules, yeah?
Oh, you agree with me? Okay, good.
Technology is only a tool. I always believe that it's a
Ah,
tool in
yes,
the
yes.
classroom. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, Dr. Saza, again for a very insightful session, sharing session that you have with us today. I'm very happy to have you with us today, and of course, all the audience also are very happy. Okay, and I'm sure that everyone has gained a lot from this sharing. Okay, on behalf of the IPG KPT team, I wish to express our heartfelt gratitude for your sharing session, and hope that more sharing session,
Mm-hmm.
to have more sharing session with you after this. Okay, with that, thank you, and thank you everyone for watching and spending your time here. Have a pleasant day ahead. Take care and stay safe. Bye bye. Assalamualaikum.
Okay. Bye bye, everyone. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum as well.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullah.